I don't normally talk about politics on this channel because this is a music channel and politics is obviously a very different topic. But the thing I'm going to be talking about today is different. Senator Thom Tillis of North Carolina has proposed a piece of legislation that would make it a federal felony to play any copyrighted music on any social media for essentially any amount of time. And you will go to jail because of it. And I think this is really, really dangerous and horrifying. Firstly, let's understand why he's proposing this bill, because everybody with a room temperature IQ can understand why this bill is bad, but I'll explain that in a bit. Let's understand why he's doing this. So, normally in the US, if you want to get elected as some kind of high political power, like a representative in the House or a senator in the Senate or the president or some kind of federal power, you need to have a lot of donations or you have to be really rich yourself because you have to spend money on campaigning and attacking your opponent. If you look through Thom Tillis's donation list, because that's a public thing you can look at, you'll see that he got a lot of super PACs, which is basically just large sums of money from the music industry. And he received much of his campaign money from companies in the music industry. And you may be wondering, why are music companies sponsoring a senator, or I guess at that time, a candidate for the Senate? Because they want him to propose legislation like this. They want him to scratch their back just as they scratched his by giving him the donations that essentially got him elected into the Senate. And now he's doing this. This bill would imprison millions and millions of people. And just in case you don't understand the type of severity we're talking about, let's take a look at Controversy's channel. Controversy does a lot of reactions. He reacts to music, he provides diligent thought to it, and most of the time the music is copyrighted. He gets a copyright claim on it, no big deal. He can't make money off the video, but at the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal. If Controversy continues to upload reactions with copyrighted music, if this bill is passed, I think Congress is voting on it today or tomorrow. But if this bill is passed, if he keeps doing these reactions, he will be in jail. And that is something I cannot stress enough, because this action is so insignificant and it is so unnecessarily not important to be putting millions of people in jail for it. Imagine you're a Twitch streamer and you are, just streaming a video game, and someone in the background plays 5 seconds of an Eminem song. You're going to jail. There is about 0 exceptions to this rule, and that is scary, because that means most of people who do music reactions will be going to jail. A lot of people who do, most people on Twitch are going to be going to jail, and a lot of YouTubers are going to be going to jail as well. And I find this disgusting, because I have a feeling in the back of my mind that this senator knows how bad this bill is. He knows, because it doesn't take anyone who's a genius to figure it out. But he's doing it anyway, because he is scratching the back of the music industry, which, by the way, the music industry is horrible in this regard. If they want the senators that they elect to propose bills like this that would imprison millions and millions of people for extremely minor offenses, if you can even call them offenses, it's just absolutely insane. And the thing is, I don't think this bill is gonna fail. I think Congress would pass it, and here's why. A lot of Congress is very, very old, and they don't understand the internet. They don't understand how music works, how the music industry works, and how incredibly stupid this piece of legislation is. And because of that, they're probably going to pass this bill. And that is absolutely disgusting. There's literally no other word to describe it. This bill is literally going to imprison millions and millions of people for playing music. There's no way around it. This is literally what it's going to do. If you play any kind of music, if you play an Eminem song, a Drake song, any copyrighted song at all for any amount of time on any social media, you're going to jail. This really, I think, exposes the greed of the music industry, because you have to understand, they're not losing anything by what's happening right now. Firstly, artists make basically nothing off of an individual stream. I'm on Spotify, and a Spotify stream is a little bit less than a cent. And this is universal whether you're Eminem or whether you're me. Secondly, labels get most of the money. The companies that are basically trying to push this bill through to the senator who's trying to push it through Congress, they're the ones getting the money, not the artists. So when these companies claim they're trying to save money for the artists, it's not true. Because artists make nothing and labels make everything. Obviously, artists don't make nothing, but in comparison to what the labels make, it's nothing. And if this doesn't show how greedy this industry is, I don't know what will. I hope and pray that this bill does not pass because, firstly, I don't want millions of people to be imprisoned and have a felony under their name for playing music. And secondly, because if this gets passed, who knows what's going to be passed next? This is setting a dangerous precedent for legislation in the future, and this is already bad enough. If you can go to jail for playing music, what's next? If you play a board game on stream, maybe you'll go to jail then as well. If you show an Apple product on a stream, you might be going to jail as well. If you do literally anything, you can go to jail. And if this bill gets passed, it's not going to stop. This is going to come from all angles now. Bills like these are going to be passed on the daily. I don't have much power in trying to stop this, but Monster Critical posted a hashtag, and I think if Congress is voting on it today, it's really not much I can do. But if they're voting on it tomorrow, please use the hashtag StopDMCA anywhere. Send it to him, email him, Tom Tillis, and if this bill gets passed, it will literally ruin us. That's pretty much all I have to say.